Hello ghouls, my name is Kat and welcome to another reading vlog. I have a pretty busy week coming up with work since I'm starting a new job, so it's gonna be a bit overwhelming, but hopefully I'm gonna get to read as much as I possibly can. The book I chose for this week's reading vlog is The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. So this is a sequel to The Spell Shop, which I loved. I didn't even know this book existed. I feel like there's not a lot of people talking about it, but when I saw it at the bookshop, I was like, yes, right now, please. The cover is so gorgeous. I'm so excited to get into a YA fantasy after reading so many spicy romances lately. I just need something cozy and magical. So this book is about like 370 pages. I have no idea what this book is about other than I know that it's the sequel to The Spell Shop, but other than that, no clue. Okay, so it's different characters, but it's set in the same world. Okay. So yeah, I don't have much time to chat right now. Don't forget to let me know what book you're currently reading in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now let's get to reading. So I actually don't have much of a reading update just yet. I haven't gotten far into this book at all. So before I continue reading, I have a book unboxing. So I'm so excited. Let's get into it. Like I said before, nothing motivates me to read more than a new book. Let's open it up and see what it is, because I actually don't remember what I ordered. I know it's a Holly Jackson book. Ooh, she thick. Right, okay. Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. That's so exciting. Okay, I loved, like absolutely loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. Devoured it, loved it. I also read The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Loved it as well. So I can't wait to get into this. I don't even know what it's about, but once I heard that it exists, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get it. You don't have to tell me more. So, ooh. Whoa. That is gorgeous. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I love the font. It's like 430 pages, roughly. Like, probably not even. In 7 days, Jet Mason will be dead. Jet is 27 years old. Having never left Woodstock, Vermont, she's still waiting for her life to begin. I'll do it later, she always says. She has time. Until the night of Halloween, Jet is violently attacked by an unseen intruder. She suffers a catastrophic brain injury. The doctor is certain that within a week she'll be killed by a severe aneurysm. What is going on? Jet never thought of herself as having enemies, but now she looks at everyone in a new light. Her family, her ex-best friend turned sister-in-law, her former boyfriend. She has just 7 days, and as her condition deteriorates, she has only her childhood friend Billy for help. But nevertheless, she's absolutely determined to finally finish something. Jet is going to solve her own murder. Okay, wait. This sounds amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. This sounds fantastic. So I'll be reading this in the near future. I just want to have a quick little chat with you ghouls for a second, because you may or may not know that I started a new job recently and I'm going back to college. So I have a lot on my plate, so I decided to make the ultimate decision to post every second week instead of every week. Currently I post every Thursday, but starting with this video I'll be posting every second Thursday. I'm so very sorry, but it's just I feel like I'm already feeling the burnout, and it's just posting new content, posting new videos every week is just going to be really hard to do, because I'm for work I'm on a 20-hour contract, and so that will be roughly 3 days of work per week, and college is going to be 4 days per week, so that leaves me with very little time to actually read in general. That is why there wasn't a video last week, if you're wondering. For probably up until June next year, I'll be posting every second week, and then once I'm finished college and graduated, I'll be back to weekly uploads. We'll see how that goes. For now, I'm trying not to pressure myself too much, because I'm doing this as a hobby and I don't want this, like, my content and stuff to drain me. So I'm trying to actually make it still enjoyable and not make it feel like it's such a huge task that I have to do, because this is just for fun. This is supposed to take stress away from me. I don't want it to be something that causes me stress. And honestly, I just haven't read that much, so I have some free time now, so let's get to reading. Turns out I'm in a little bit of a reading slump. So I'm currently on page 30. It's already been like 2 weeks already, and I'm only on page 30. Work is draining me a lot more than I thought it would be, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I plan to read as much of this as I can by tomorrow, and if I don't finish it, then it's fine. Nothing bad will happen, it's okay. But currently, I'm liking the book. So basically, the whole kind of plot is we're following our main character. Her name is Terlu. I think that's how you say it. So if you read The Spell Shop, then you'll know who Kaz is. He's a talking spider plant that Terlu created. And in this world, only only sorcerers can cast magical spells, and she's a librarian. So when she created Kaz, it was illegal and she got caught. So she went on trial. She already knew she was going to be found guilty, but she didn't know that her punishment was going to be so severe. So Kaz was let free. So in the first book, we know what happens to Kaz. So Terlu is found guilty, but her punishment is she gets turned into a statue for an unspecified amount of time, probably for eternity. That is a very cruel punishment because she's left alive. So while she's a statue, she can still hear and see everything going on around her. She just can't feel anything. She can't move. She can't speak, which is pretty rough. So an unknown amount of time goes by because she often, I guess, kind of like zones out or like passes out, sleeps, hibernates, I guess. So an unknown amount of time passes by and she suddenly wakes up in the middle of the woods during winter time. She's like, this isn't the library. Where am I? So then she also realizes, she's like, something's happening, and suddenly she's alive and free. She can move, she can feel the snow, she can feel the cold, she can move, and she's like, what is happening? So she's literally like freezing to death though, because it's freezing outside. And she's like looking around, she's like, okay, well, surely the person who freed me is somewhere around here, but there wasn't. So she gets kind of like, who would just free me and then leave me out here in the snow to die? Is this another form of punishment? But then she keeps walking, which she finds obviously very difficult to walk and speak, but she tries calling out. She ends up stumbling across this huge greenhouse, and she can tell it's really warm inside. She tries to break inside by breaking the glass, but obviously she has no muscle, she can't do anything, and this is a magical world. She's probably like, you know what, there's probably a spell on this glass so that it becomes unbreakable glass. Anyway, she finds a door and she walks inside and she's like very confused. She's like, it looks abandoned. But she comes across the cat, which is on the cover. So super cute. So there's signs that someone's there. I'm not going to say much more. But that's what's happened so far in the first 30 pages. A long time must have passed, because when I remember the first book, there was some sort of like revolution going on, I think. Some kind of civil war against the government because people wanted to cast spells even if they weren't sorcerers. I believe that's what was happening. But the main character in the first book and Kaz, the spider plant, they ended up fleeing to an island. So when Turlu wakes up, she obviously has no idea that anything has happened, and there's a lot of unanswered questions that I can't wait to find out the answer to. But yeah, I'm really liking this book. This book is just it's so easy to visualize it. I can see it as if I was right there, and I enjoy her writing, and I can't wait to read more of this, which I'm kind of sad I haven't had the energy lately to read, because I am enjoying this book, but it's just anytime I try to read, I'm exhausted and I can't focus and I start falling asleep. But that's not the book's fault, that's just because I'm so tired. So yeah, I'll try to get as much of this read by tomorrow. Before I get back into reading though, my boyfriend bought me the Tiny Bookshop game on my little Switch. huge reading slump. So I haven't read since the last update. I'm still on page 30. Yeah, still on page 30, but it's okay. Look, it's fine. I want to be very realistic on this channel. Even though I gave myself extra time to read, I still only read 30 pages in 2 weeks, and it's okay. You know, life gets busy, it's fine. So this might not be the most exciting vlog ever, but I still had a good time as always. I've been enjoying playing the Tiny Bookshop. It is such a cute game. I'm still only just beginning the game, so I'm still overwhelmed by all of the information, but I'm slowly getting into it and I'm really liking it, and it could become an obsession. Book wise though, yeah, only 30 pages, and unfortunately I just don't have any more time in this video to continue reading this book. So if you would like to see my final thoughts on this book when I do finish it, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when that video is out, because I will be finishing this in the next video, I promise. So a little bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. It's okay. I was tired, very tired, and just been stressed lately. Just feel like at least I got somewhere. You know, 30 pages is still better than nothing, but I can kind of feel myself emerging out of the reading slump. Like, I've been getting an urge to read this today, but it just won't be in this video. So anyway, if you would like to see more content, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Again, I apologize for not finishing this book, but like I said, I don't want to pressure myself to have to finish a book in a video, because with college and work, it's just going to be very difficult. And I've been sick as well. I'm recovered finally. So I didn't even feel like picking up the camera to film anything. And honestly, other than work, I haven't been leaving my house anyway. So that's why there hasn't been much going on in this vlog, but yeah, it was still great to spend some time with you. Don't forget to let me know what book you're currently reading in the comments. And so, until the next one, bye!